Oh, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 619 of FloWrestling Radio Live. I'm your host, Christian Piles, joined, as always, by a trio of industry leaders, Oliver Stone, whose story is unknown, Stephen Kyle Brackey, and Ben Funky Askren. Big shower day for Ben. His hair's soaked, and he rolled up. Oh, yeah. What's up, buddy?
Having a good morning. Got a little steam room in. Feeling good. I did to start the show by apologizing to Malik Heinzelman. And I could not find the match. I searched for the match online today. Couldn't find him versus Barnett, but I guess he kicked Barnett's butt. I neglected to mention that. I did watch him versus Rayvon Foley. That was a fun match. I do not believe I caught that before. He beat Rayvon. But, Rayvon was in on about 3 or 4 takedowns on the edge, and he just could not convert. So that could be a tough win for Malik next time. But I do apologize for oversight on the Barnett match.
Well, I think we'll take a little bit of that too, because I'm pretty sure we somehow, because we looked it up real quick and we didn't correct you. And believe us, we wanted to. We yearn for those. We yearn for those moments, Ben. So when we don't get to,
I actually think, you guys are usually like on me. Well, if I say something ridiculous, you guys are like, whoa, come on, dude.
Yeah. So actually, we'll take that one. You know what, Ben? That's on us, because it takes a village. Hey,
I think Ollie might be. He may be the official fact checker, though, so we should just blame it on him.
Yeah, we'll just blame Ollie. That's why he's here. He is supposed to fact check us.
Hand up on that one, guys. Hand up.
All right, thank you. That's good.
Extreme ownership.
Good. My man. Okay. So it's the 619 area code. That's San Diego, at least.
Santiago.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm not learning.
What's it Spanish for, Kyle?
Let's not get into that.
That's good, man.
No, it's not. But
would you pull my mic if I said that?
No, I don't think so. I'm sure there's been worse said, but that'd be up there.
Okay.
For highly inappropriate. Thanks for not saying it. Hey, are we pulling in that Instagram post? I think we should. I wanted to start the show with that. Look at this. But Kyle, could you read this?
Oh, that's Sargouche and me, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So, let me pull it up here.
So, the Restag, which is like the Russian FloWrestling, we can say, posted this, yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday.
All right, read it.
Well, hang on.
Oh, shoot.
The translate wasn't coming up for me.
Hold on.
Okay.
It's very funny.
It says, after this technique, the American freestyle wrestler, offended by his rivals, whom he could not answer adequately on the wrestling mat, switched to mixed martial arts. In the UFC, his career did not work out, but in other promotions, he was unmatched. Do you recognize him?
I recognize him.
Rustag. Wow, Rustag. Man, he was so dirty. He is like the dirtiest wrestler I've ever wrestled by a long shot. Pulled my hair, poked me in the eye, everything he could do, he did.
Yeah, got to be the most notorious cheater, and he was so good he didn't even need to cheat.
Remember his singlet pull single leg?
Oh yeah, it's very good.
Where he would go around the back and he would pull the singlet and then shoot the single leg. And whose singlet did he rip? He literally ripped
Burroughs.
Somebody's singlet because he pulled it.
He ripped Burroughs, but then he was wrestling, I think, Godarzi, and he pulled it so hard that he pulled the strap from one side to the other, so both straps were on the other side.
Yes.
The Andre the Giant look.
Yeah, Andre the Giant, which is kind of a cool look, but at the same time seems sort of illegal to move the strap. So yes, that is kind of a funny post because it's just funny how the Google translates Restag posts.
They didn't say like the Wolfman yesterday. Like it called him a Wolfman. I thought in like a different translation.
You called me a Wolfman?
Yeah. I think that's right.
Maybe on the Instagram translation, but it wasn't, the translate button wasn't coming up for me on Instagram, so I just put it into Google Translate. Maybe if you pull it up on Instagram, you can get the Wolfman.
Yeah.
It did say Wolfman, though. I'm not just imagining.
No, I remember you reading it to us. Yeah.
I wonder which Rustag that. Oh, here we go.
What do you think Dennis Sargouche is doing these days?
He's in Georgia.
Atlanta?
Yes, here it is. Okay, I have a different translation. This is the Instagram translation. After this reception, the American Wolfman, being offended at his rivals, to whom he could not answer adequately on the wrestling carpet, moved into mixed martial arts. He didn't have a good career in UFC, but in other promotions, he didn't have the same. Do you recognize him? Yeah,
Wow,
the American
that's
Wolfman.
Wait, did you just tell me Dennis Sargush is in Atlanta? Why did we let this man get into our country? He is the most notorious cheater ever in wrestling. He probably does it in other things also.
Yeah, different Georgia.
I'm so happy that he got that and thought it was true. I'm sorry, guys. That's not true. He's not in Atlanta.
What if he was?
I thought he was in Atlanta.
He's trying to start a program at Georgia Tech, but
Ben was defending the South from any intruders. No cheating intruders coming in.
Yeah, we can't let him around our youths.
The Utes.
Okay, so big show really, because we got a lot to get into. Because we got to go. The Big 12 brackets are out. We're gonna go through those, give some predictions, maybe finalists and champs. Got to go through the Big 10, give our predictions, put it on wax, and then Pelicone. I kind of want to start with that because we haven't been talking about the Pelicone. Want to get into that a little bit. It started today actually with Greco-Roman action. If you are unaware, Adam Kuhn beat Colton Schultz 10-5.
Wait. What did you just say?
Okay.
What did you just say?
Adam
Colton Schultz is in freaking Italy? Are you kidding me?
That's
Did someone tell this man there's an NCAA tournament coming up that he's supposed to be wrestling in?
I thought that Zeke would have told him. I don't know if he knows.
What is he doing?
I'm pretty sure he left straight from Oregon to go to Italy.
Classic.
Can't the man wait? The season's only this year 2.5 months long. Just wait till the season's over.
He has no interest in that, Ben.
It's pretty risky, too, traveling to a foreign country.
I mean, you're not going to be a heavyweight and not go to Italy.
Is that the motherland for all heavyweights?
You know what I mean? All the spaghetti, lasagna, the pizza. You're not
okay, all right, now. Don't you have to pass a test now, a corona test, to get back into America if you travel internationally?
Probably. But it's multiple choice, so as long as he studies. Colton's very smart. He will pass the test. Yes.
Oh, maybe he's already had it, so he's out of the testing protocol.
That could be true, too.
I don't know that to be false. Wow. Okay. Oh, that was great. That was interesting news. I thought you were misspoke or something, and then I thought, wait, maybe I listened and he was talking about last year or something, but no, you're talking about right now. Colton Schultz.
Last night, they wrestled.
Wow. Oh, my goodness.
Well, think about it. He can, as long as he stays corona free, he'll probably get back, Monday? He's going to leave probably tomorrow and then get back Monday. And then he has basically almost 2 weeks to
10 days or so
ready himself.
Yeah.
It's not like he's cutting weight.
He's a savage. And I was talking about not letting little things bother you. But I mean, if you're going there and back, that's probably, probably a day and a half, 2 days each way that you feel like crap because of jet lag. It's not ideal.
I would say it's not ideal, but I'm sure Colton is not new to the international travel, so I think he knew what he's getting himself into.
Right.
That's something I could see you doing, Ben. You're kind of a savage like that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm pretty far out there, and that seems extreme even for me.
Yeah.
Kyle Snyder was doing this stuff.
Yeah, he was doing that. But it was a formality.
The tournament, only before the greatest dual meet of all time.
He also did it before he wrestled Kuhn. He was at Medved or something the week 100%. Before. Yeah.
He also did it before the Penn State duel, the year before the Epic duel. He I'm almost positive he just got back from Urigan and then he wrestled Penn State and beat Neville's, I want to say. But anywho, Pelicone Fire, men's freestyle, very exciting. We've got a lot of firepower there. There's a lot of international firepower. At 57 kilograms, Nick Soriano back on the freestyle mats overseas. If you remember, it was a year ago, Nicky Freestyle just rolled up at Pelicone. He did not enter, but he got the Twitter sphere and the Instagramosphere, all of Twitter.
Everyone was convinced he was transferring to Italy.
And going to wrestle at the Mateo. None of which materialized, but they love to just keep a little bit of mystery around it. But he was just there. So he'll have Ranieri Andreu Ortega, the Cuban 57, who's really, really good. Two-time U23 champ, fifth at Senior Worlds. They'll have Nuraslam Sanayev there, who is a two-time world medalist. This is all at 57. And Nicky Freestyle, Nick Suriano. He's there. He won Henry DeGlane. He looked awesome. And he was there. There's a sick picture of him and Burroughs.
I'll see if I can get it up real quick.
With a
Someone should just kidnap Nicky Freestyle. Put a bag over his head, tie him up, and right as he's about to go to weigh-ins, and then ship his ass back to America at the Big 12s or Big 10s. Put him on the scale. He makes weight for 125. We get Spencer Lee, Nick Suriano. Who on your staff can do that for me?
That would be Bader. Bader's on that right now.
Mm-hmm. He's good at kidnapping.
Bader would be good at that.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
He's a really good kidnapper, actually. So we're gonna have him kidnap Nick and then get him back to Penn State, where I'm sure Nick can't wait to, head back to Happy Valley.
That would be awesome.
Going to be exciting to watch him again as he continues to climb the rungs of perception. There's the picture, and the caption, "Made Men." So Jersey, I love it. Couple of capos.
I love the feeling.
Ben doesn't even get it.
I said the same thing. I was like, man, I've never wanted.
Is that from a movie or something, Bracky?
From The Sopranos.
Made Men means
I was
like
gonna play it off like I got it, but no.
You're in the mob. You're officially like in the mob.
Like you're untouchable.
Yeah.
Well, Suriano's likely in the mob. Burroughs, I'm
Stop.
not.
Whoa.
Come on, you can't just.
Stereotyping Italian Americans in America here.
That's the problem.
Yeah. What? Just because he's involved in the waste industry or something?
There's no such thing as the mafia.
Well, I thought it was pest control. Then he's so sketchy where he just doesn't show up certain places. You can't get any information on the guy. I mean, if my son was a mobster, that's probably how I think he would act.
You say sketchy, I stay mysterious.
Yeah, I love the mystery.
Oh,
Yeah.
Same thing. That's like the same thing, Kyle.
Ben, you don't know anything. You just learned what Made Men went. Don't act like you understand the nature of
He gets the ins and
I
outs.
never know where Nick Suriano's at. I know. I ask questions. Nobody knows where this guy's at. No one knows if he's wrestling. No one knows anything about this guy.
Maybe you don't know who to ask.
Maybe you're asking too many questions.
Maybe you're asking too many questions.
Yeah.
You better be careful.
Yeah, you better be careful.
Yeah.
You're not a main man.
No.
Okay?
No.
That means they don't have to go through the bosses. Anyways,
Okay.
I digress. 61 kilograms. Ravi Kumar, who I would love to see at 57, but we're not. Atley and Ethan Lezak and Tyler Graff's return. We haven't seen him in a little bit. 65 is really tough. Bajrang, Tobier, Joey McKenna, along with a host of other guys. Dave Habit, if you're familiar with him. But it really gets juicy at 74 kilograms, where there are a total of 8 former world medalists, including Jordan Ernest Burroughs and Frank Chamizo, who are both world champions. There's Garzone, who medaled in 2007.
Dang.
Still out here
Dang.
in these streets. Can you imagine, Ben? I mean, you didn't even your first team was 8, right? And then
I pinned Yadov in 2008, 2006. I pinned Yadov in late 2007 at Vancouver.
Narsingh Yadov, you pinned.
Yes.
You remember where you pinned him too? Holy cow!
Yeah. Hargobend.
Nice. Kaisanov, who was world bronze in 19. Kaipanov, who was silver in 19. Franklin Gomez, who Jordan Burroughs apparently cannot stand and shoves his face in the mat when he
I
beats
really
him.
don't understand that because Franklin Gomez, for what it's worth, is so nice. We've talked about this before. I still don't get it.
Yeah, we got to get that backstory at some point.
It goes back to Jersey.
Yeah.
Something.
Made man, not Franklin Gomez.
No.
Not a made man.
Not a made man.
I'm sorry to say. Yakub
He might be
Kor.
Puerto Rican mafia. We don't know.
Can you stop saying people are in the mafia?
Well, we just don't know.
Oh, we don't know. All right. Well, I
He's
think.
got a point.
Listen, you're a Wisconsin mafia, cheese mafia.
I would like to be Wisconsin mafia. Yes, I'm gonna tie some mafia together up here in Wisconsin.
Yep, that's what they say.
That's how they do it.
That's what they say. They just tie it together. Just tie it together. You need to watch more mafia movies. That's all I've learned.
Watch The Sopranos, dude.
Yeah. So 86, Zahid Valencia, Mark Hall, Miles Martin, same bracket. Holy cow.
Wow.
We'll also have Torreblanca Peralta. You know him from his battles with David Taylor And
I pinned him too.
Really tough Cuban. It's so funny that you pinned all these guys when you haven't
What are
wrestled.
they still doing in the brackets? They're old. Get out of there, bro.
I don't know. I can't believe you pinned Tora Blanca. How old is he?
2010 in Havana.
Okay. Havana. We'll know that. All right. Deepak Punya.
I'm sick of that guy.
We're sick of him. Ever since he beat Jacob
sick.
Warner. Was that the guy that beat Warner?
Indian
Yes.
Mafia.
Yeah, tired of him. Indian Mafia. And yeah, so that's a tough weight. 97, Colin Moore, Hayden Zilmer, and Sharifov. Hopefully he doesn't forfeit if he hits a valiant American like he did against Kyle Snyder. Renera Salas, who Ben Askren probably pinned.
He mean mugged me though. We were not in the same weight class.
Oh, he did? That's right, yeah.
He was staring me down. I'm like, bro, we ain't even wrestling. You're wrestling Rovat. Rovat's right over there. Go freaking stare at him.
That's funny.
Sounds like you were scared.
Yeah, were you a little scared?
Well, it's just unnecessary staring. If I'm not going to wrestle you, we don't need to have beef.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beefs when I see you.
He might be.
Guaranteed
Now,
to be nice to
listen.
you.
Solace, he's probably Cuban Mafia for sure.
What is the Cuban? I don't think there's a Cuban mafia.
Well,
Tony
the
Soprano said
mafia's
there's no
everywhere,
such thing as the
Piles.
mafia.
Come on.
That's what he told Meadow. Okay. We just all this has shown is your glaring lack of knowledge about the mafia. All right, Big 12 brackets are out. Watch Pelicone live today, tomorrow, and Saturday.
I love that international wrestling is more accessible. Now I just hope Big Ten wrestling can be more accessible.
Well, it's fairly accessible. If you have the internet and money, you can.
You know what? Jordan Tomei brought up a great point. In question with his friends yesterday.
Yeah, he did.
You got all the bank on this show, and you're asking us for passwords because you're too cheap to get cable.
It's more on principle, Bracky.
Okay.
Well,
I don't want cable on principle because it's garbage. And then listen.
Hold on.
Whoa,
Why is it? Hold on. Back up.
Whoa.
You don't want cable?
What?
Yeah, you do want cable.
Yeah,
You're trying to bum plug it.
You can't watch stuff, so why is it garbage?
If you really had principles, you would just not tune in.
Yeah.
And not watch it at all and make a stand against
I have
cable.
to talk about it, or I have to talk about it on the show, or I sound like an idiot if I haven't watched it, so I have to go make this effort to watch it.
Don't act like it's just because of the show. You want to watch it. You would be upset if you couldn't watch ACCs, if you never did the show in your life.
Not ACCs, maybe Big Tens and Big 12s.
You would watch ACCs. What are you talking about?
Maybe. I'd consider.
Those were good finals.
It was electric.
Yeah,
And you're upsetting me today.
I enjoyed it for sure. I'm testing Pyle's patience this morning.
No, you come at the ACC. I'd be a real shame if something happened to you.
ESPN Plus, they're a freaking mafia. This bullcrap. If I pay for ESPN Plus, just let me watch ESPN Plus. Don't ask me for a cable password. That's crap. If I bought Flow and then I clicked on an event and you said, "Oh, and your cable password," I'd lose my shit. I would be so mad at you guys. And then I pay for ESPN Plus, and then they want me to just make me pay more. Just charge me double or something. I don't care. I just want to watch the matches. Stop asking for a cable provider. Charge me double and then pay them or something.
Yeah, that is annoying.
So annoying.
I have experienced that as an ESPN Plus subscriber. All right, I want to look at these Big 12 brackets, though. Because they came out yesterday. Big 10 brackets will come out tomorrow. I wonder if I put the brackets in the doc, Tyler. I don't know if you can pull up that PDF. Oh, my gosh, he's got it.
I absolutely despise the way the Big 12 puts their brackets together.
Go off, King.
It's atrocious.
Look at it.
Look at it.
What do
you mean?
Would you look at it?
I mean, look at that bracket.
Look where
Just
the one is, and look where the two
they're
is.
not putting the bye in the first round, or what?
No, just like
Why is the 8 on top?
Yeah, why is the 8 there? Why is the 7?
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, and they do this every single year, and I don't understand it.
They're just tricking Mason Knife.
Why do 1, 2, 3, and 4 have matches?
I'm pretty sure they do. Well, they don't. I saw Cody Goodwin talking about this on Twitter yesterday. I believe he said that they don't, because they don't seed everyone, so it's just they just draw in. Whereas like the Big Ten seeds everybody.
Interesting.
Yeah,
that is really stupid. I totally agree. Because why wouldn't they just use a 16-man bracket? I'm on you. Let's go burn it down, Bracky.
Let's burn it down.
Okay, we're incinerating these brackets. We're gonna print them off and then light them on
We're
fire.
going to Dallas, where the Big 12 is headquartered, and we're burning the bracketing department down.
Yes, let's do it.
Maybe make sure Bob Bowlesby's left the building.
Arson is the
His
only
son-
answer at this point.
His son works.
We'll do it after hours.
We'll tip him off.
We'll tip him
tip
off.
him off.
Bob, we're coming.
Bob, we're coming. But also change the way you do brackets.
Yeah, change ways.
Yeah, this is so annoying. I'm looking through right now because it's so confusing because you don't. You work the 2's there, and then all of a sudden the 7's there, and you're like, "What the heck happened to this?"
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh no.
let's get into the brackets now. If you look at 125, Teskey's on top, Taylor Lamont at 2, Trevor Mastro 3, Killian Cardinale, and Danny Vega are the 4 and 5. I am excited if we can get Teskey Vega semis. Their match was super exciting when they wrestled at the Duel at South Dakota State. Vega, it looked like Vega was like gonna tech or pin him early. He was just like taking him down, putting him on his back. And it ended up being just a crazy match that Teskey won 13-11. I don't know the Cardinale Vega history, but Vega's. You should look at Vega's season. He lost his first 4 matches and then won 12 in a row.
Yep.
It's the weirdest looking wrestle stat you've ever seen, but he's coming on. He's wrestling well, and I thought he looked good against Teskey. I think this is a pretty interesting semi if it happens. Anything to add?
Hey, how about Fippen versus Mastro? That was 2-1 last time. Fippen's had a pretty good year. Anyone picking him over Mastro?
I'm not, but he absolutely could beat him. He was, I believe, fifth at this tournament last year in a pretty tough way. And like you said, gave him a close match last year. I'm interested to see Taylor Lamont just because he's 6-0 on the year, 4 of those by bonus points, but he hasn't wrestled anybody. So I'm interested to see Taylor Lamont. Like Christian was saying, Vega won 12 in a row after a slow start, and Cardinale started really slow too, including losing to Nafy, and then has won 6 in a row himself. So it should be an interesting quarter there to see who gets a shot at Teskey.
Excited for that one. Champion predictions, boys. Who's going to win this?
Taylor Lamont.
Ooh.
I was feeling that too. I was just going to say the same thing. Feeling jazzy about Lamont.
Ooh.
I'm taking Teskey.
I'm Teskey.
Yeah, Panther Train. He's going to have some close ones, though.
He is definitely. It's not going to be easy.
Right.
It's not going to be easy. Okay, 133, keeping it moving. Where did it go? Dayton Fix, who apparently pins people now because his brother said he couldn't.
Yep.
Excited to see if that continues. Obviously, he will win this tournament. No one is actually allowed to pick anyone else.
It's pretty wild.
Well, what if Kellen March upset first chance? Kellen March, tough, true freshman. I get the upset.
Well,
Definitely.
I'm picking Zach Redding, Long
That's
Island
not
stand
happening.
up. So
Oh wow. Okay. So
there you go.
I'm excited to watch a Texan, Jack Skolarczyk, who they went with him over Biscaglia.
Yeah, you wonder how much, because Biscaglia kind of took over the role. I mean, Skolarczyk only got the start in one duel, and then the last week of the season, Biscaglia loses to Redding, and you wonder how much if he beats Redding, if they make that decision. Skolarczyk hasn't wrestled since February 5th, but that's a tough opening round match for a 2-seed to draw.
Yes.
Sullivan's been really good since he entered the lineup, but it's crazy. Well, 9 of these wrestlers are ranked in our top 25 right now.
Dang.
And Dayton,
Wow.
like no one is even thinking about picking anyone else. That's crazy how good.
How
Dayton
many
is.
They only have 5 auto qualifiers?
Yeah.
Dang.
Damn.
The thing is, there's a lot of guys that are capable of getting in that top 5. I like Dayton to win this way. I don't know who's coming out of that bottom, honestly.
I like Sullivan there. He's beaten Greenwood already this year. He didn't get a chance to see Price. He wasn't in the lineup when they wrestled Oklahoma yet. But he's beaten Van Vliet up on the top side as well. So I would pick Sullivan. He's got really clean attacks on his feet. He's good on top. I think he's just been a little more consistent than some of these guys. This has been a lot like 184 in the Big Ten. They've just all taken turns beating each other. Like Moses Schwartz in the first round, he lost to Hayden Drury in the duel this season. But he's beaten Van Vliet, so if he is able to win that match, has a favorable matchup against Van Vliet. So it's kind of wild.
Yeah, that's gonna be Hope would like to see Scalarza go on a run, but he'll have to be a tough. It is definitely a tough draw. Yeah. Okay, 41, fun weight, especially with the addition of Caden Gfeller. He is unseated, obviously. Ian Parker is actually on top of this bracket. They did this a little differently.
Yeah. See, this is weird. They did this one semi-correct.
This is why Bracky has to incinerate the bracket.
At least be consistent.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like now, one's up top. 8 was up top before. It's
inconsistent.
Hate to see it.
You do. I got G to the semis.
Oh, come on.
I said
losing
it.
First round.
Fight me.
He's losing first round.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Okay. I'll call
That's why
first
you
round
make your predictions, and I'll make mine. I said G makes the dang semis. All right, but he's going to get Demas. I think we're going to have I think Parker wins this again. Ian Parker continues to impress. Obviously, Demas could just pin everyone, throw them to their backs, but
hasn't Ian Parker beat Dom Demas a whole bunch of times?
Twice in a row. I think they're 3-3 against each other. Yeah.
I think they both bonused each other or something crazy.
No, only Demas has bonus. He tech fall Parker won. So Parker won the first one.
Oh my God.
Parker won the first one. Demas won the next 3. Parker's won the last 2, including last year in the Big 12 finals and earlier this season.
And I must say, Demas has hit some heat in those matches. He's hit some nasty moves on him. So
that's what he does.
That's what he does.
That's what he's got.
I'm also not picking Caden Gfeller to win first round.
Okay. Everyone can make their picks. We'll see them all at the finish line.
Yes, we will.
Or the wrestlebacks, one of the two.
Well, he'll be in the wrestlebacks, but just not as early as maybe you think or hope. It sounds like all you guys want to do is lose.
This way he gets 4 AQs. Ooh. He already has his 4 matches, so all he's got to do is finish in the top 4, but
that's going to be tough.
Yes, I do not think that's an easy task.
He's not going to finish in the top 2, IMO. No. Although he has pinned Nick Lee, so remember that.
In 2018, I do.
2018, that happened. Okay, 149. All right, Ben. Is Alira's going to do it?
Do it. Andrew Alira's coming out party, baby.
Okay. Is it going to happen, though? You picking it?
Oh, yeah. I just picked it.
To win the whole thing.
We're talking about the Big 12s, not NCAAs. Yes,
right, it's Big 12s.
Yes, he's going to be Pulu.
All right. So, Ben Askren picks Alira's to win NCAAs at 149. Going to be interesting.
This weight's interesting because Degan got pinned by Lara in the duel, why he is the 5 seed, so he could see him in the quarterfinals, and then for the second straight year, he would have Boo in the semis there. Alira with a much more favorable draw. He pinned Jensen earlier this season. He almost teched Hunsaker, so he's already he should walk to the semis where he'll likely have Mitch Moore.
Yes. It's hard to not see Boo versus Alira's final here. Boo's been solid this year. Only loss was overtime to Mahler. Degan out of the lineup a lot of the year.
And Boo Alira's was 11-4 last year.
Yeah.
Was Jared Jensen a lot better at some point? I feel as though
he had it.
He has the win over Mahler, and that's about it.
Yeah. He was kind of inconsistent.
That's why it's stuck in my head.
Yes.
Probably.
Okay. Yeah, he's never even qualified for nationals. Jeez.
He didn't last year?
Okay.
18-16 last year, 18-21 the year before. 3-7 this year.
Was that an elevation match?
No, that was
hey, Coach Schmidt was on the Bader
Sealands.
show yesterday talking about their Wyoming trips. You guys want to reference that?
Okay.
I think that was a CU in South Beach situation.
Oh, okay. See you South Beach. 49. So I'm still taking. I'm going with Bulu Allen to get it done over Alira's.
Same. Boo.
Ollie.
Alira's.
Oh. So 2 Aliras versus 2 Llewellyns. All right. I think Ollie's just still angling to get Ben out to do a camp in Long Island with his boys, but that's okay.
I wouldn't start doing that now. I was kind of rough on him some of the past days with his streaming issues and everything, but felt like maybe I was a little hard on him about streaming. But no, I kind of just think Alira he has a high ceiling, and you've seen him do some pretty impressive things, and I kind of agree it's going to be his coming out party here.
I don't disagree.
Oh.
We think he's really good. Let it never be said. All right, 157. This is a not allowed situation where you're not allowed to pick anyone but David Carr. Those are the rules. I don't make them, but I will enforce them.
There's 6 top 25 guys in this weight, and they only get 3 allocations.
Ouch.
And Carr has just separated himself from this field. He shut out Justin Thomas. He beat Wyatt Sheets. He doubled him up. It was 8-4, and then he majored Devos and Franek. So he's just pulled away.
Yeah. And Thomas, looking at I thought he looked good in the duel against Sheets. I see him making the final there. He's been
Did
solid.
lose to Franek last year at Big 12s, but I think he has looked better this year.
All right, David Carr, your winner. 165. We've got Travis Whitlake.
This is also a next topic situation.
Next topic situation.
Next topic.
Travis Whitlake will win this.
The 2 and 3 seeds he has majored or teched before, so.
Well, there
But
it is.
74 is a bunch of fun. Let's talk about that.
This is a bunch of fun. So you're going to have Romero versus Ant-Man round 2.
Ant-Man, upset. Quarterfinals.
Stop. You don't think that.
I kind of had the same feeling.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm gonna be.
He ain't good. He's not doing the clinic, Ollie. He's not doing the clinic.
When I'm looking at it, I kind of have a feeling. And Ben, it's Long Beach High School in Long Island. If you need directions, let me know when we get the clinic going. But
We got a feeling. Ant-Man.
Yeah, I just kind of feel it.
I think you probably feel it more than Ant-Man himself.
Nah, don't hate. Don't sleep on Ant-Man.
I have to sleep. He sleeps on himself is the issue. He loses matches. He did beat Plot. Listen, we've been pretty pro Ant-Man historically, but this has just not been his year. Now Romero.
Well, he's saving it for the end. He's pulling Chad Red.
There you go.
Okay, don't invoke the name of Chad Red in comparison to Ant-Man.
Yeah, he's been known to go on postseason runs. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
He never has. He's like, yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Demetrius Romero, his teammate Kim Bastian, got decked by Ant-Man less than 2 minutes last year. Don't sleep on that.
What does Kimball Bastion have to do with Demetrius Romero? The man has a win over Logan Massa.
Team. Leighton Malashewski got decked 2 minutes.
Same team? Are we really invoking
Andrew
same?
McNally decked 2 minutes. Ant-Man, I'm calling it 2 minutes.
2 minute pin. If he gets outside of the 3rd or 4th minute,
he could be in trouble.
He's done.
Because Romero's got a really good tank. All right. Okay.
The bottom side here is fun.
Yes.
Plot, his shoulder appears to be pretty messed up.
Yeah, it comes out.
Julian Broshin, Hayden Hastings is a really good first round match. Broshin's been in the top 25 this year. But then if Plot wins in the quarters, he has Jackson Himmauer, who's an NCAA qualifier. And then he would have to likely beat Hastings, who beat him in the Cowboy Challenge finals.
8-7. I didn't get to see that match. What did it look like?
Plot was up 4-1 in the first period.
That was the shoulder issues, correct?
Yes. That was when he was up 4-1, and then his shoulder came out during the match, and he just cranked it back in.
That's how they have him do it.
Yeah.
So he lost that one 8-7. That's gonna be a tight semi if they hit. I don't want to favor Hastings just because he made it. So I think he might make the finals just because Plot. He was healthy. I think we'd all pick him. I'd pick Plot to win the tournament if he was healthy.
Going Jackson Himmauer to the finals.
Stop.
Wisconsin.
I am.
He ain't making the finals. All right, I'm
Wisconsin,
going.
Stand up.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a crazy thing. Or I don't know. I kind of want to just say Plot's the best guy and he's gonna figure it out and make it happen. But then I'm also like, man, I wonder if they do a thing where they just let him qualify and forfeit out or something like that. But then I'm like, John Smith doesn't really play that.
He does not.
He don't play
John Smith
that.
doesn't do that. Come on.
All right, so I'm back in. I'm going Plot twist, Big 12 champ.
But It's only the crazy thing is it's only top 4, and there's legit probably 7 solid NCAA qualifiers in this bracket. We'll just go 8. We'll include Ant-Man. 8 NCAA qualifiers.
Yes. I think you have to
They're
include
going to
the
need a lot of
Ant-Man.
wild cards.
Yeah, they're going to
So
need a
many
lot of
wild
wild cards,
cards.
but they ain't coming. There's not going to be many.
Even
Yeah,
Broderson,
yeah, he's good.
solid.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It's
That's a good weight.
It's a good weight. That's a good meatball. Okay. 184.
Wait, who'd you guys pick for champs on that one? Plot? You picked Plot?
I'm taking Romero.
Plot.
I'm taking Lance Runyon.
I like Lance Runyon.
Lance Runyon makes the final opposite Jackson Hemauer. Beats Jackson Hemauer.
Yeah, we kind of got to talk about Lance Runyon a little bit.
Yeah, you skipped him.
I didn't want to, but I did. So no takebacks. 6-4 on the year, but he beat Ant-Man by fall.
Doesn't count.
It doesn't count. It doesn't count. All right, my bad. I'm sorry I even brought it up. No, I'm gonna slow down. Let me slow down because he's lost.
Well, Ant-Man's gonna take out Romero for him, and then Ant-Man's gonna get tired. Runyon's gonna beat Ant-Man, makes the finals.
And then he beats. I mean, so you're okay. You're saying Ant-Man pins Romero.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Okay.
And then he's exhausted from that pinfall, and then Runyon pins him probably again.
Probably, yes.
Okay, it's all very feasible. Okay, 84 Parker Keckheisen. You may be familiar with him. The top seed, earned, not given. He is undefeated. He has yet to taste defeat this entire season. His side is actually sort of tough with Clothier and Colbray there. Colbray's not really been kind of that guy, but we all know when he's at his best, he's a really, really difficult guy to beat. Give your thoughts on this weight, fellas. It's deep.
Yeah, I think Parker's getting to the finals, and I think Clothier Colbray is a good one, and then Parker wins a tight one over one of those guys. I'm going to go Tate Samuelson on the bottom over Dakota Gear again.
Yeah, that was a good Cowboy Challenge final match again. I'll take Gear in the rematch this time, and then Parker over Gear again in the finals.
Yeah, you just watch that match. It seemed like Parker was just gonna be in it, and then end up losing off a go behind. But now that as much offense as that guy fires off, I feel like he's a pretty decided favorite. How has the Gear Samuelson rivalry gone? Samuelson beat him last time.
Yeah,
10-6.
I do not know if there's another meeting. I can look quick.
Yeah, I'll go Cowboy, Wyoming Cowboy over the Oklahoma State Cowboy to make the final.
That's their only meeting.
They didn't wrestle last year because Gear was 97.
Right.
Correct?
Yeah.
Yes, that was their only meeting earlier this year.
So I'll go Keckheisen over Gear over Samuelson in the final.
Yeah.
197.
Wait.
Yo.
Man, I forgot Anthony Maltoba. We haven't seen him do anything this year because he's been on the bench. I just saw his name on one of these wrestle stats.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Not starting. He's good though, but not starting.
Yeah.
97. This weight is crazy.
Yes.
Tanner Sloan, Stephen Buchanan, Noah Adams, AJ Ferrari, Jake Woodley. They're going to hit again unless Keegan Moore pulls the upset, which would set up the Rhino versus AJ Ferrari because he tried to headbutt him 45-ish times. Thoughts on this weight?
It's awesome.
It is awesome. I think Ferrari getting a shot at Sloan is great for him in terms of us learning. All right, where's this dude really on the mat? Can he get away from elite top guys? He got away from Adams, correct? Mm-hmm. Who is unquestionably elite on top. But then Tanner Sloan is probably another level, or at least at the very least a different challenge on top. So I'm excited to see that. I don't know what I'm gonna pick. I don't want to go yet. Ben or Bracky, what are y'all thinking?
Wow. I'm gonna go Ferrari over Sloan upset. Adams gets the W over Stephen Buchanan. Stephen Buchanan over Noah Adams over AJ Ferrari in the finals.
Wow. You literally just took what I was about to say.
Really?
I like Ferrari a little bit more, I like Ferrari over Sloan because I think he is a little more dynamic on his feet. I think I think he'll get the takedown he needs to. I think it's a close 3-2 match, something like that, and I think he does get away. I'd be pretty surprised if Sloan turned Ferrari. I can see him making it difficult for him to get out and maybe just getting a riding time point, but I think Ferrari eventually gets away and gets a takedown. Buchanan Adams, it's going to be wild. You know it's going to be in the margins in the last 30 seconds. I'm biased as crap, so I will take Noah. And then I see the Adams Ferrari match playing out kind of similar to it did in the Cowboy Challenge. I think Noah probably gets an early takedown like he does on almost everyone, and then is able to avoid getting taken down late.
Could switch Adams and Ferrari just for matchup sake because we've seen Ferrari versus Woodley twice and we've seen Buchanan versus Adams twice. I'd like to flip those two, but I know
that's why I thought we would see Buchanan as the one. And
oh, really?
I thought we would because he's undefeated in the Big 12 and had the 2 wins over the defending Big 12 champ. And I thought someone would be the 2, but they went with the undefeated guy.
Yeah, it's sort of strange because Sloan has not had the rigorous schedule that Buchanan has, where he wrestled Adams twice in Norfleet and only has 1 loss. So it's a classic rankings conundrum. We here at FloWrestling tend to reward the elite wins over like an unblemished, weaker schedule.
Mm-hmm.
But understand what they did there at the Big 12. I am just torn here. I want Ollie to go, and then I'll figure something out. I'm having a hard time processing this one.
I'm picking Ferrari, man. I'm going to ride with the Northeast connection there, and I think that I've seen too many videos of him deadlifting an entire city for me to think he's going to get ridden out. So I think he's going to deadlift his way to the top.
So all 3 of y'all got Ferrari making it to the finals. I don't. I think Sloan gets it. I think this time Sloan gets him. Ferrari will learn some things. I don't think Sloan needs a takedown. I think he'll be able to ride him. If not turn him, I think there's no way Ferrari rides him. So it's gonna be a close match for sure. And I just think the mat advantage will be too much for Sloan. So I have him making the finals. I don't know. Everyone's picking Adams to beat Buchanan. He's 0-2 against him, right?
He is 2-2.
Well, this year, right?
Yes, this year.
Yeah.
Well, this year, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this year's Big 12s. So
yeah, I'm aware of what
and
you're
they both
talking about.
happened pretty much the same way, right?
You said he was 0-2 against him.
You can get Bracky going when you start talking some mess about West Virginia. It's too easy.
You say he's 0-2 against him, and that is just factually incorrect.
Well, it's...
You should have said this year then.
Okay, why don't we go back? Did they ever hit at Tulsa or something like that?
I don't know. We'll have to go back and check the tapes.
We're going to have to go all the way back now. So this year, he's 0-2. I'll put a little respect. I put a lot of Wyoming Cowboys in the finals. I don't feel bad about it.
You shouldn't. They're wrestling really good down the stretch.
They're freaking tough. And I think matchups matter. And for whatever reason, Stevie B, he's come a long way against Noah. Although it does kind of feel like anytime you have 2 crazy matches like that, like there's also a law of like statistics. Like, is that really going to replicate again? Doesn't seem like it's definitely going to happen. But I'll go Buchanan. I'll go Sloan over Buchanan. But this for me, as far as conference weights go, this is like, of all the conferences, this is one of my favorites for all of them. This is going to be really fun. From the word go, the quarters, semis, finals, all fire. I don't have any preference on who makes it where. I want to watch. I would love it if Fast Twitch went on a run. I think that would be exciting for wrestling because he will be the most loved and hated wrestler probably by the time he graduates.
I think mostly just hated. Mostly just
hated. Mostly just hated, says Ben. I don't know. Are you next?
Because me. I didn't bring it. He brought it on himself.
Yeah, he Yeah, he does. He has earned the reputation largely. All right, heavyweight. Let's.
Hey, wait.
Okay.
Can I ask you guys, so I know before, is ESPN Plus gonna make us have a cable login this weekend? Because I need to be prepared.
Ben, last
What?
week you had to have a cable login because it was not on ESPN Plus. It was on the ACC Network Extra or
It was
whatever.
on ESPN Plus.
You could
through the
find
ACC
it
network.
on the Watch ESPN page. It was not on ESPN Plus.
I do. Listen, Kyle. Look, I'm gonna show you my phone here.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Go
Oh,
here.
I don't know. I
Look,
don't know.
I go
If we
here.
got.
That's ESPN. I
Right.
touch that button right there.
Right.
Okay. And this is ESPN Plus right down there. Okay.
Well, there's something over it now. It didn't say that.
It
It didn't say that.
I touch ESPN Plus right here. Then I use the search feature. You know how to use that? I use the search feature, and I type in ACC Wrestling, and it comes up, and I click on it, and then it keeps telling me you need a provider login.
Well, see,
Well, right there.
ESPN owns the ACC network, so they can put all of that stuff on their platform, but they can also make you have a cable subscription because it is on their cable streaming service. You
So
will not
that
need
happen
that
for the
this
Big 12?
No, because they don't have.
Are you sure?
Yes, they don't have a cable network.
100%.
Yo.
Yes.
The only reason Ben Askren won 2 Hodge trophies is because ESPN Plus wasn't in the bracket in the years you entered. 'Cause
Streaming at all wasn't
It is
in the
straight
bracket. Yeah.
dragging you into deep waters. You're taking injury time.
You're calling in for help.
Yeah, you're getting hit for stalling. It's unfortunate.
The
It is-
finals
Back
are
on the
on.
Flow app. Here's what I want to do. I want to just open my phone. I want to swipe on the Flow app, and then just click a button and I watch matches. That's what I want to do. Why can't they make it that easy?
I also want to do that, and for
Yeah.
you to be able to do that.
Yeah, and you can do that on matches that are on Flow. It is hard when they're
Yeah.
not on Flow. I
Streaming
understand.
services are Ben Askren, and now Ben Askren is Eric Lutke in this situation.
Oh my God.
no.
He's running.
Oh no.
He is running.
Oh, did he even try to
Yeah,
win?
did you even try to win against the streaming services, Ben?
I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted, Ben. Oh my
I
gosh.
need to hire a streaming services assistant, and so they literally just come over to my house whenever I need to watch something and just put it up on the screen.
See,
That's
this is
what I
very.
do.
I'll do it. I'll come over.
Oh my gosh. Very relatable, Ben. Only Ben can consider hiring someone just to set up their streaming.
Yeah, I help my
services.
65-year-old dad with his streaming all the time.
Yeah.
I think that would be good, like for one of the high school kids in my academy or something. I think that would be a good job. Like, bro, listen, I'm paying $10 an hour when the Big 12s and this some other one's on. Just come over and put it on because I don't want to worry about it. I just want to see it on my screen.
There you go.
Well, I
Maybe
just
do that.
offered my services, and now you said you're going to hire a high school kid. So
I gotta fly you in from Texas. That's
I
gonna
would
cost
live
way
with
more
you.
than $10.
I'd live with you, man.
You got a big crib. Let him live.
Yeah, we'll hang out.
All right. Heavyweight, the big boys, a.k.a. the Brandon Metz show. He somehow got the 7th seed
Rebel's gonna raise the rough.
despite being undefeated this year.
Do you think Brandon Metz is undefeated?
Well, in my mind, he
Okay.
is undefeated.
Yeah.
I don't think he's lost to date. Isley, the 2 seed, G. Grimm, the number 1, and yes, he is a rough raiser. One of the few outside of Raleigh, North Carolina, to raise the rough. But I got G. Grimm just taking this but over Metz in the final.
What are you doing?
I got Isley.
I got Grumble.
Metz is a 7th seed because he was pinfalled by Wyatt Hendrickson in the 6th seed.
Well, he was going for the fall for dual purposes. He sacrificed.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
He
Doesn't
actually
count.
wasn't. He just got taken down and walked over on an armbar with that one.
That's how he sets up a lot of his offense.
All right,
It's one of
hey,
the-
Sets
let's
up
be
the
done
roll
with the
through.
Big
That's
12
how he sets up
heavyweights.
the
I
roll.
got a good question for you guys. I got a question from friends.
All right.
It's not about streaming services. Okay. Who is the most likely Big Ten number 1 seed to not make the finals?
Big Ten?
Yes, Big Ten number 1 seed to not make the finals. Not win, but not make the finals.
I
I was
don't
thinking
know.
about this. It's kind of a hard pick.
It might be Jaden Ironman.
Where's Chad Red?
I mean, yeah, Chad Redd's kind of crazy.
He's dangerous.
They've had close matches.
Oh man, Chad Red gets cradled like every time by Ironman. That ain't happening. And by Tristan Moran. And by anyone who knows how to cradle off a head inside single leg, Chad Red gets cradled.
Okay.
Someone should really teach him how not to do that.
All right. Well,
You do it.
Hit him up.
Teach him right now. All right.
You can fly up.
25's out. There's no way. RBY, no way. Ironman, there's a chance because Chad Red's dangerous, and I will party on you. Sammy Sasso, there's a chance. I say no chance Deacon, no chance Marinelli, no chance. Kemmer's interesting because of
Maybe Kemmerer.
Yeah.
Maybe Kemmer. I'm not going to say maybe. Yeah, maybe Kemmer, though. Maybe Schultz.
Not.
Oh, who's the most likely?
So then I
That's a
guess
Kemmerer.
you're down to 97, 74, 49, and 41. Those 4 weights.
Yes.
I'm gonna say it's hard because one of them is not gonna make the finals, but it feels like they all are for sure. I'm gonna go Sasso. Upset Yaya.
Man, y'all been hating on Sammy big time.
Who's hating on Sammy?
Well, he does, and I just don't think you still.
No, I don't. I just made the simple point that he went to double overtime with Yaya Thomas.
I felt like he got hated on yesterday as well.
It was a similar point that he was making, though.
Yeah.
I think he was just saying he has close matches. Yeah.
I'll go.
You're
you
a
know
little
what?
sensitive when it comes to Sammy.
Well, maybe I am. Would
It's
that
okay.
be so wrong?
No.
Okay.
No, it's okay.
I'll say Eric Schultz.
Mm.
Maybe he gets decaffeinated.
Racky?
Maybe Davison.
I was leaning towards Schultz.
Davison's really good. Guys.
Caffey and Davison have had 1 point matches with Schultz this season.
I'm doing it. Schultz.
Nice. That's a good pick.
Yeah. All right, we'll see what happens. Hating on Sammy. All right. Well, I guess we're done with Big 12. Ben Askren moved us on.
That's fine. We were done.
Yeah, we were done.
We were
We were done.
That's fine.
Ain't no problem. Okay, why don't we do our Big Ten total breakdown predictions, the whole thing, who's going to win these tournaments. There are a few where we're not allowed to pick anything but the one person, but only a few. Only one, actually.
All right. So
Ben
we're
would
picking
say
Big Ten
two.
champs?
That'd be ridiculous.
Two.
Yeah, we're going champs, but we're gonna set the finals. Maybe even talk about. I've got the quarter matchups potential projected in there as
I thought
well.
we talked about the quarters yesterday, didn't we?
Well, we did. I'm just saying. I've got them in there for reference for you.
Okay, got it.
You know, it may help. So 125. Let's just get this out of the way. I think what's more interesting is who's going to make the finals opposite, because there's like a lot of opportunities there. There's like really 5 potential finalists. I will throw Robert Howard in there because I want to. I think Liam Cronin is somewhat. I think he earned the 2, but in some ways I'm like he didn't really face the level of rigor maybe to that would require. I'm gonna go Spencer over Malik Heinzelman in the finals, but Kuntz takes the mat in the finals because they don't want him to wrestle.
That's a low blow.
They don't want him to wrestle. That was messed up.
It was messed up.
That was messed up. The Kuntz brothers aren't just there to take Iowa beatdowns, guys. They're there to wrestle Greco-Roman.
All right. I'm going Spencer Lee over Liam
First of
Cronin.
all, you make him stay in the corner and do Greco-Roman all day against each other. And then you throw him out there last minute against Spencer Lee and Austin DeSanto.
You don't let him wrestle Spencer. And then it's like, oh, as if that wasn't bad enough. Decatur? No, we're throwing out another Kuntz for DeSanto. My gracious.
Kuntz brothers deserve better than that.
It's a good thing there's not another Kuntz because they put him out there at 141 against Ironman.
They would have wrestled him at all 10 weights.
My gosh, it'd have been Iowa versus the Kuntz family. It's not right. Wrestle your starters. Malik's fine.
He was standing there ready to go.
He was ready. He looked sad.
Let the Castle Rock Catalyst go.
Yes. So I got Malik. I like. It's gonna be tough. I mean, Barnett or Robbie Howard, then Cronin or Schroeder. He lost to Schroeder, but Schroeder just got to beat Cronin. I'm just going Malik because this dude's got the most leg attacks, the most offense, I would say, on his feet, and I like that. I think that is a good attribute to have in wrestling matches.
Some would say.
Some would say. Okay, one other question. Is there any scenario...
No.
No. You didn't let me give the scenario.
I didn't know what you were going to say.
But he's
He
like,
knows.
Can I guess what you're gonna say?
yeah.
Yeah, let's
That anyone gets out of the first period with Spencer Lee?
Okay, that is what I was gonna say.
Whoa.
That's what I was gonna say. Is there any non-early match terminations for Spencer?
Oh, I'm
Didn't we
going
do this last
I'm
year?
going to say yes to the first period. I'm going to say no to the early match termination.
Yeah, someone's getting out of the first period.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't listen. A year ago, Jack Medley, not a year ago, a little more than a year ago, Medley made it like didn't get pinned.
He made it 7 minutes.
He didn't even get measured,
No,
right?
Yeah, 7-1, 8-1.
I know.
Yeah.
And I know we're like new Spencer, different Spencer for sure. But the question can be asked if someone can make it. I don't think it's going to happen. I think he's just like.
He'll end every match early, but I do think one gets out of the first period, maybe the final. I think Schroeder got
I
out
would
of
say
the first period.
Ragnuson's probably the best opportunity because he's pretty strong. So I'm going to say Ragnuson in the quarters would be the best opportunity.
That's a good point.
Gonna do
Because-
McKee and Foley dirty.
There's a good chance he'll have 3 pretty quality opponents.
Yeah.
It's all relative with this.
Did they random draw the first round or no? Because they seeded also 1 and 2 definitely get a bye.
Right.
Right. Okay.
All right, 33. I've got RBY versus Cannon in the semis. And then I've got Alvarez versus DeSanto. I do think this is an interesting match for DeSanto, as we discussed. But I'm going chalk. I want to see this match again. RBY versus DeSanto.
Mm-hmm.
How much of a chance are you guys giving DeSanto in this, the 4th meeting?
Say
5th, actually.
37%.
37% chance for DeSanto.
Yeah. Well, it's like decent, but not 50-50.
So if you remember the last time they wrestled, RBY stung him, got the takedown quick. And then DeSanto kind of pursued. I kind of felt like RBY was stalling, but like he wrestled very intelligently because there's no reason for him to overly engage or pursue until he got warned. And the warning didn't come, so RBY wrestled really smart. I don't know if it's going to be that way again, although DeSanto is going to have to get a takedown, and it may be really tough for him to do. So I'm going with RBY over DeSanto. I think DeSanto is going to be challenged by Alvarez, but his pace is going to be too much. And I think DeSanto is a
Yeah,
little.
I think that match is fun too.
That match is going to be so fun, Alvarez versus DeSanto.
I think Alvarez puts himself in more vulnerable positions more often than RBY does. So I don't think the comparison is great. I think there are different kinds of scramblers too. But Alvarez is probably a little better on top than Roman. But I think DeSanto is better underneath than people realize too. I think he's
tough.
I think he is adequate to above average in that position. So it's gonna be a tough match for him in the semis and obviously in the finals as well against Roman. But that's my pick: RBY over DeSanto. It's gonna be tight.
Yeah, DeSanto over RBY for me as well.
Woo! No. I said RBY
What?
over DeSanto.
Haters.
What?
I'm picking
I
RBY.
meant to say RBY.
Oh, okay.
I didn't mean to say DeSanto.
Or did you? You could change.
No, I want
You want to
RBY.
change?
Freudian
Nope.
slip?
No, I want RBY.
All right, but if DeSanto wins, you can just clip that 3-second little thing and put it out there and be like, "Told
That's
you."
true.
So now this is a classic double pick, which is always smarter than just picking one guy.
Mhm.
Ben,
I picked RBY.
okay. Ollie,
DeSanto.
boom. He went there.
I went there.
You don't even feel bad about it.
Not even a little.
Remorseless. Okay.
Cold-blooded.
41. Jaden Ironman versus I got Chad Red over Duncan, even though that was a crazy match last time. Dylan Duncan certainly can beat Chad Red. I've got Ironman beating Red. I've got Rivera over Lee. I've got Rivera over Ironman. Rivera number 1.
Damn it.
Big Ten champ once again. Shout out to
That's
all
what
the
I was going to
haters.
pick.
Shout out to all of the Sebastian Rivera haters.
2, 3. Larry Early style.
All right, everyone's doing the same pick, 49.
Wow, everyone's got Rivera? We
Yeah.
gotta at least talk. We gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about this. Sebastian Rivera and Nick Lee is a fire match. There's so much offense there. I think Rivera's just a little slicker. I think he's just slicker than these guys.
Yeah.
I think his leg attacks are so nice. I think his shuck stuff is really, really good. He's tough on the mat. How long did he ride? Like, it was kind of an eye opener. But he rode Roman Bravo
Yeah.
Young forever in that Big Ten final. We're like, this dude can. I mean,
He got riding time.
he's great from everywhere. So
Yeah. The other thing I just don't think Lee's pace is going to have an effect on Rivera at all, which is
No.
one of the things I was considering.
yeah, is there a? There's not much of a track record or example for Rivera really gassing, and
No.
I do think Nick Lee gets a takedown. I don't think he just completely.
yeah.
I don't think he blanks him.
No.
I think it's close.
No one's saying that.
And then Ironman's interesting because it's a completely different set of problems, right? Like Rivera's going to be firing off attacks and trying to score. Ironman's going to look to counter. Ironman's got that level change, double. I don't see that.
Yeah.
I don't see him having the speed to blow through Seabass.
Yes.
And I don't think. I mean, the one thing is, can Ironman ride Rivera? That's one thing I'm curious about. He got rode for half an hour against Jack Mueller. That was sort of ancient history, but it still happened. So we have seen him ride. Nick Lee not bad on top either. So he's got to get away. But I think he's the best neutral wrestler, and I will almost always go with the best guy on their feet. And I don't think there's any.
Got away from Seth Gross last year.
He did get away from Seth Gross. Seth Gross last year was not the NCAA champion Seth Gross, even though that Seth Gross could have won NCAA champ. Like, he was not quite that guy on top that he had been in the past, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right, so we all got Seabass. Wow, so that's definitely not happening. Or we're just geniuses. One of the two.
It probably won't happen now that we're all on it.
Yeah, that's the way it works. Wait, Ollie, who'd you take?
We all agreed.
We all agreed. We agreed to agree. 149, Sammy Sasso. I've got him over Yaya in the semis, even though I'm not sleeping on Kanan's store in that quarterfinal match. Now, the question here is, for me, and maybe me alone, is what does Bo Bartlett do? Because he's got Michael Block as really. I think he beats him.
I can see that. I got Sasso over Ridge Lovett in the finals.
Ridge, love it or leave it? Oh my gosh, you love it. Okay. I don't have
I love
that.
it.
I have Sasso in the finals. I think Bartlett beats Blockus. I think Bartlett beats Perriott. I think Murin beats Bartlett. Sasso over Murin.
Okay, that's fair. Becky?
I got Sass over Murin.
Oliver.
No one likes Ridge Lovett?
No, I'm all about Sasso.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like he's the 3 seed. He's the 7. He would have to beat
He's not
Murin.
defeated. They screwed him with the 7th seed.
Nope.
Yeah. Who'd he beat, bro?
They probably outducked him because they claimed Corona.
Well, he wasn't the starter for a lot of
Well, he probably had Corona for a little bit. You never know.
Okay.
Or he just wasn't starter.
Or he wasn't the starter. It was one of those things.
Listen, you guys just keep hating.
Okay. 157. I got Deacon over. Ooh, do we think Berge has a chance against Kendall Coleman?
No, I got Coleman.
I do.
For sure.
I like him. So I got Deacon over Coleman.
Yep.
I say Brayton reverses it this time. They're over Caleb Young.
Ooh, I disagree.
You disagree? Did you watch that match? That match was like as close can be.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just felt like he was not going to beat him the next time they wrestled. Maybe I could go back and rewatch it, but I definitely watched the match. And I did not feel that way.
I just feel like it's a coin flip match, and it went heads the one time, so
Going the other way this time.
I'm going tails. Brayton Lee. And then I've got Deacon way over Brayton, obviously. He's as close. He's not a Spencer Lock, obviously, but he's up there in terms of my perception of this
No,
weight
I
class.
totally agree with that. I got Deacon
that- I
over
think
Young.
I think that puts me off about Brayton is just he's just not very good on top and bottom at all. And in these tight matches, that costs him a lot of times. Like, he's almost never going to get right in time, I feel like. And against the really, really good guys, he struggles and a lot of times doesn't even choose bottom.
Yeah, that does make it tough. And when you have like very little mat advantage, it does become much tougher. That's what I think really limits someone like Bo Bartlett's potential, is that he's going to be mostly indifferent on the mat, it seems. Like, if he can get out, that's just like a bonus. That's like you're so excited about that, but he's not. I don't think he's gonna be able to ride any of these guys. When I think he can wrestle on his feet with all of them, but it just becomes much tougher if you can't reliably get away. Anyway, 165. This is pretty close to a lock too. This may be another one. Marinelli. I got him over Amin. I think Amin's he's had a good freshman year. I'll go Marinelli over Ethan Smith in the final. I think Smith beats Lee and then beats Bronigal. I watched the Bronigal match. He was winning, and he really kind of blew it. But I'm not sleeping on Bronigal. I'm aware he's really good. But I just like Ethan Smith. I think he's better on his feet. That's a determining factor for me a lot of times.
Yes, I picked the same thing.
All right.
I'm going to take Marinelli over Bronigal.
Okay. How about you, Ollie?
I just think it's like Marinelli and everybody else, so I'm kind of like indifferent on it. But like,
I agree.
You know, over Joe Lee then. All right. Ollie's got Joe Lee in the finals. 174. Kimmer versus Massa. That's the semi that we think is going to happen. Massa would have to get by Washington. We feel good about that.
Messed him up earlier this year.
He messed him up. Cold-blooded. Massa is like a guy, when he gets on a roll, he can massacre dudes. If he's a little bit better than you, he likes to bury you. Starocki versus Romero. I just feel like Starocki figured it out when it's supposed to be like probably the toughest time. You're first getting the feel. I feel like second time through for Starocki, he's only gonna do better against guys. So I got Starocki over Romero again. I've got Labriola, Starocki, and then oh my gosh, this is gonna be a tough one. I'll take Starocki into the finals. I got him in the finals against Kemmer. I do think Kemmer gets him here. Kemmer over Starocki in the finals.
I'm going to go Kemmer over Labriola. I don't think Starocki gets it done just yet. And then they'll likely be the 1, 2, 3 at Nationals also.
I'm taking Kemmer over Labriola. Labriola, have you watched Labriola this year?
He looks great.
He looks amazing, and he looks massive.
He's a big unit.
So I think Kemmer Labriola's a dogfight in the finals.
I do too. It was a dogfight last time. Yeah, it's just Starocki. We've been high on him all year. He's got sort of a winning quality about him. I know he lost the Washington one, but figuring out how to win tough matches. We've seen him do it against Massa. We saw him do it against Romero. Can he do it against Labriola? I don't know. I think it's gonna be a crazy, crazy close match. So we'll see. But then again, it's like one thing that concerns me is it seemed like Starocki, he kind of makes some strange errors sometimes in matches. You're like, what's he?
Really? Which one?
Well, just like on the mat against Washington, just like some really, like when he was sitting out, he got like pulled back. I don't know. I'm just a little leery.
I feel like he maybe is. I mean, and we'll see if they wrestle again. I feel like you really underestimated Donnell Washington. And Donnell, he's got that long, rangy feel, and it's got, he kind of catches people off guard. And now people are probably more aware of him, so that'll probably happen less and less. Yeah, I don't know. Besides that, I feel like Starocki's been really tough in these close matches. He had the close match with Romero. Yeah, what was the other really close match? They wrestled pretty tough in.
Massa,
yes.
So I think it's an advantage that he's been so battle tested. What's Labriola's best win this year? He beat Donnell Washington.
Patrick Kennedy?
Donnell Washington's his best win, 13-7.
Dude, if I told you Donnell Washington before this year, if I told you Donnell Washington beat Patrick Kennedy, you probably would have been very surprised.
Donnell Washington, well, he didn't beat Patrick Kennedy.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you would have ranked or thought of Patrick Kennedy more highly.
No question about it. Okay, so that's I'm excited for that one. I mean, 174 to me, maybe some people are real. I mean, I'm obviously high on Kimmer. I picked him to win the tournament, but I think there's scenarios where 4 or 5 different guys make the finals, and I think Labriola.
for sure.
I think Labriola can absolutely win this tournament.
Yeah.
So don't let it be said
Massa over
otherwise.
Kemmer wouldn't be that crazy to me either. If you look at some of his Massa's freestyle wins, and then the Kemmer and Romero match, I don't think Massa beating him would be that insane.
I'm picking it.
What?
Massa has a thing with beating very good Iowa guys at Big Tens, so I think he'll do it
That's
again.
true.
I think it happened once.
Yeah,
but
one time.
I guess
So it's a thing. One time. Well,
That's
it
a
will
thing.
become a thing. It will become a thing.
now it'll be a trend.
It'll be a thing.
Okay.
I actually don't see that from folk style results though.
Yeah.
This is one of those things where freestyle, folk style different.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
saw
we'll
those
see this
freestyle ones,
weekend.
so I'm still thinking of it.
Yeah.
Be your downfall.
Yep.
I'll risk it to get the biscuit.
184. This is a Brooks next topic situation. Who's making the finals? I guess. No, I'm saying Brooks over Venz in the finals. I think
Yes.
Brooks. Yeah, that's what
I'm
I
going
feel.
Benz over Brooks.
Stop. Stop. Have Amy bring you a cup of coffee.
You. I'm going Brooks over Benz.
I had to stop you there. I think you were going to do it if I didn't give you a double stop.
I was
there.
not.
Okay. Classic trick. Bracky.
I'm going Aaron Brooks, and it don't matter who he wrestles in the finals, but I will say Malshewski.
Whoa. Sparty,
Malshewski,
stand up.
Whoa.
All right. Not many people are going to pick Malshewski to make the finals, but I like it. What about you, Ollie?
I am gonna go again. Yeah, it's Aaron Brooks, and then whatever. Yeah, Ven's like I just kind of feel like he's got a lower seed, but I think he's gonna end up doing it.
Seeds don't matter. He can
Nope.
be the 2 or 3. Oh, you're wrestling all the same kind of dudes.
You got to wrestle each other. That's why they wrestle the matches.
Wow.
You know.
I love it. I love the coach speak from Ollie. Okay, 197. I'm excited for this one. We're going to have some exciting early round pre-quarters, as we've been calling them for years now.
Oh, for God.
This is bumming me out. You can't say, "Oh God, Ben." You were
used it.
humoring
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
You love it.
Yeah. Okay.
You
I
got
do
it.
not
You
love
did it too much, and now he's running with it.
I was trying to antagonize. I don't know who hated it yesterday. I was trying to antagonize somebody by
Bracky
saying
hated it.
Bracky,
yes.
Ali, everybody but CP hates it.
Now I'm a Bracky's team. It's so dumb.
All right, well, now I'm going to antagonize you. So pre-quarters, Janzer versus the 7 seed Beard. Joel's versus Panola. I got Beard winning that, and then setting up the Amin match, which I don't think he can win in that quarter. I've got Warner over Panola. I've got Amin over Warner to make the finals. I've got I'm really nervous about this one. I think Davison beats Caffey. Schultz beats Davison. And then I've got Amin over Schultz for the chip.
Okay. I'm going to go Amin over Schultz in the finals.
That's what I'm doing as well. But watch out for Kim Caffey and Davison.
Yeah. That's a dangerous semi, the winner there. I think Davison is really good, and Schultz is not a blow you out of the water kind of guy. He's like super fundamental. He's good from everywhere. But Davison and Caffey, I mean, Caffey was in that match. He got the first takedown and then really couldn't withstand the onslaught. But I also really like Davison as well. Watch out for Michael Beard. I think he's going to have a nice tournament. Ben hates him. Big time.
No, I hate him. Just wasn't impressed. My mind could be changed. We'll see what he does this weekend.
Maybe it's because Ben can't grow a beard, and he really resents someone that.
I can grow a beard. I just think it's gross, so I shave it all the time.
Yeah.
What's your beef with beards?
No beef with beards. Oh
I
yeah.
think it's itchy, and then I want to shave it, and then I shave it. It's simple.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Who you got, Ollie?
Yeah, I think this one's all chalk. I think it's going to go exactly how it's kind of slated until the finals where Amin wins. But, yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward, this one, in my eyes.
All right. And then we've got, listen, Ben has been trying to next topic this weight. It's disgusting.
That's not what I said. I just said Gable's going to win.
No.
You said there was zero.
You said there's 0% chance he doesn't win. That's a next topic
That's
situation.
the biggest next topic.
That's
No, but
audacious.
it's not boring. Like, some of these weights are boring. This weight is a lot of fun, but I think Gable's going to win.
Yeah, and I do too. But we just must indulge. Okay. I've got the winner of the Kirk Fleet Paris match will make the finals. I think I will continue to say Mason matches up great against Kirk Fleet. Some Penn State fans don't think that's right, but we'll find out. I don't think.
I'm shocked.
Bracky, for one, is stunned. Kirk Fleet's really good. I think he's going to contend for the Olympic spot.
Yeah.
I think he's that great. But I think it favors Mason. Anthony Cassiope versus Hilger. That's a man. I don't know where Hilger's been or what's up with him.
He
But
wrestled the last few duels.
okay, he's not been himself. But I'm not kidding. I think Cassiope's on Cassiope Island. Like, he ain't gonna enter that top 3 in my opinion with Kirk Fleet, Paris, and Gable.
Cassiope Island.
Yes.
Did Colton Schultz buy a trip to Cassiope Island or no?
He may vacation there. He may stop on his connecting flight from
Italy.
Rome to Cassiope Island.
Cassiope Island sounds like it's in Italy.
That's a good point. For all we know, Schultz is staying at Cassiope Island and then wrestling in the Mateo Pelicone.
Yeah.
So all these things we have to look into a little further. And maybe Schultz is there, but I think Cassiope is kind of just on his own there. So I've got Gable over Mason Paris. I think it's an exciting match. I think Gable puts some people into tables at some point in this tournament.
Well, that'd be fun.
Hopefully everyone is safe. But I've got Gable over Mason once again.
Same. Ditto.
Same ditto.
Same.
So we're chalky. What about
I'm actually kind of shocked no one's picking DGK.
No, ma'am.
Not to win, to make the finals.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. We don't really even know where he is yet, right? Like,
Yeah,
I mean, we think we
sure.
know. We think he's like on that level, but at the same time, like, we've seen Mason Paris beat Nick Gwiazdowski.
Yes.
Yeah.
And almost twice.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. I mean, I feel like we're like I don't think we're putting the cart ahead of the horse. We're definitely rushing Kirk Fleet as fast as we can towards the front of the line based on very little evidence, right? It's just all on the eyeball.
Ooh.
He did good at senior nationals last year, but
No,
his best
the Hamida and
Okay.
Demetrius Thomas matches. I mean, listen.
What do you
when
think
take
Gable does to
who
those
are-
guys, you know? It's like, I don't know.
Gable does the exact same thing.
Yeah,
to
it
those guys.
looks similar. It looks similar, but guess what? Cassiope probably has close matches with those guys.
Right.
So
I feel good about
yeah,
how we've rushed Greg, but I do think it's a little unseen. And again, it's freestyle, not folk style, and there's some differences.
But when you take someone down 5 times that easily in the course of, I don't know, it was all the first period, I believe, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
It
Yes.
was
So
savage.
yeah, when you do that to 2 very good people, we're gonna have those thoughts.
Yes, no doubt. So we like Kirk Fleet. We want to watch him. It's going to be exciting. All right. So a reminder, watch party, Big 10, Big 12 watch party. Hang out with the boys. We're going to be watching. Watch while we watch, while you watch.
We had a question from friends about it. Just kind of like asking what it was because they weren't sure. They said they don't know how the rights work. Like, just kind of explain what it's going to be because they were asking like, are they going to be able to see the stream we're watching?
No.
Right. We will.
Unless
we
you
can't
can
do
see
that.
it in the reflection of our glasses. In which case, so maybe. We can't rule it out. But no, you will not see the stream. But we'll be like talking through it and commentating and discussing, and it should be fun. I think you'll like it.
Be more laid back, relax.
Yeah, we'll sit like this.
Mhm.
You know, maybe we'll wear sweatpants. I might wear a hat. Who knows?
Shotgun some beers.
My shotgun some beers.
If the right results happen.
If the right results happen, not that we're biased, but maybe we just want like Brandon Mess to make.
We
the
should
finals.
just make shotgun bets randomly. Like if this guy gets a takedown in the 3rd, shotgun.
Oh man, wrestling Twitter will take those jokes so hilariously. They'll be so cool in those moments.
All right, maybe not then.
Maybe not. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just saying they'll be really lame about it if we did do that. Okay. First question was for Ben to apologize to Malik Heinzelman. He already
done.
did, and we apologize too.
Deleted.
Ben just deleted it from the doc. That's a nice touch. Jonathan Fauci, which shout out UVA. He's a really good wrestler for University of
Oh, snap. I
Virginia.
didn't realize he was on the ask this
184
question.
pounds.
I know, 184. Spent a little time at 174. That's a big cut, John. You stay up at 184. He says, given the diversity of the Flow staff and past current experiences within youth coaching, specifically in West Virginia, Maryland, Tri-State region. This is such a UVA question. It's very well thought out. Most people would be just like, how do you coach youth wrestling? But he really gets into it. What are some of the most important aspects to focus on when starting up a wrestling academy as a goal region? I am not qualified to answer this question, so I just want to try to be Ben Askren and answer this question. Like, make people have fun with it. Make them come back.
I don't think you start up the region. I think you start up one club, and if you do a great enough job, that club will grow, and then you can up another club and another club and another club, right? There's no way you're going to do the entire region at one time. Just start off with something small. So someone has to take the initiative, and there's been a few good clubs. I mean, Colette was really good out of Maryland for a while. Mm-hmm. I don't really know the area, so I can't tell you if there's other clubs. I mean, I think one of the things to me that really harms the growth of clubs is all these they know the crap out of movement. These all-star youth tournaments where they all want to wrestle for this team, but it's not really a team. It's just some guy who organizes a bunch of good kids, and they want to be in the gold pool. Like, I think that really harms youth clubs a lot. So you just have to start, get it going, and then, ideally get through that and then do another one, and another one, and another one.
There you go. Yeah, start small, do it right, and then grow.
Yes.
I think probably part of Ben's success involves having good help as well. He's got coaches that are on the same page and can go and open clubs elsewhere, and he knows they're going to do good. Zach Frederick, do you feel like the team will be looked at as soft for deciding not to go to NCAAs? I assume he's talking about our team?
He is.
I'm assuming yes.
No.
It's not our decision either.
Yeah, it's not like we can't all go. So what are we going to do? Just hang out in St. Louis and eat emos? Like, what? We're going to get like a credential. What's the point? And we're going to get
storm the premises.
We're going to get a credential to go sit at the top bowl and look down, or we can watch it and
provide much better coverage here.
Yeah, way better coverage here. If there's Zoom interviews, we can do those from anywhere because the internet exists. So I don't.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to do the interviews like we usually do.
Also, we're sending the whole team to Olympic trials. Where we can go, we're sending as many people that we can. We can't send people there. So not our decision not go. We go. Yeah, we've been going places all the time.
We'd go anywhere.
We'd go
West
anywhere.
Virginia, baby. I don't care.
Yes.
The song.
Who wrote it?
I forget.
We'll say Kenny Chesney wrote it.
Jake Owen.
Christian's plan. Do you think the worst thing for Gilman was the Olympic trials getting postponed a year because it gave the younger guys another year of separating themselves further from him? Well,
not ideal.
It's not ideal, and the one thing is, you could say the amount that they've caught him or passed him, that's debatable. What's not debatable is a year ago Dayton Fix is not at the Olympic trials, and now he's in.
That would help.
So just that fact alone makes it not ideal. And yes, the fact that Nick Suriano looks to be wrestling. I mean, Nick Suriano has entered the conversation with Spencer Gilman Dayton. And Spencer is just torching top 10 wrestlers. Yeah, it's not ideal, and I think his Olympic window is, it's not shut, but it's going to be really tough. He's having a hard time with Gross. He just got stepped over by Zach Sanders. It's going to be tough to put him on the team. He's not on my short list, and that's probably just my own foolishness.
I would say he's on my short list, but he's not at the top of that. He would be at the bottom of that category that I think could make it.
Who's on your short list?
Well, I think probably the top three would be Spencer, Fix, and Suriano right now. Mm-hmm. But then, in that category, then you got, I think the next layer would be Gross and Arujo, with as good as Arujo's been wrestling. And then I think probably Gilman below that. I mean, another interesting guy is Joe Colon, but we haven't really seen him too much at 57. But he's been, obviously been a world medalist at 61. Yeah, that weight class is super interesting for me.
Yeah, that's a long list though. Next question If seeds remain the same and Paris and Kirkfleet hit this weekend, who benefits the most at NCAAs from having already wrestled the other? Who's most likely to turn around their Big Ten loss? I feel like my general principle is like the underdog always benefits more from like multiple meetings, right? So if we think Kirkfleet, I think Kirkfleet is the underdog, and I think both guys will learn a lot from each other because I both think they bring a unique feel and approach to wrestling. So I think there's a lot for both guys, and I think you're underrating Mason if you say he won't take something from it. But I think Kirkfleet is the answer.
I would agree.
Look at
same reason.
Like Penn State's track record too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Penn State will kind of like lose some Big Ten matches, and then at NCAAs they turn a lot of stuff around. They also win a lot of Big Ten matches. Okay, so Pat Hitchler, I think, is mad that we said that someone that didn't win the tournament could be OW. So he's trying to defend that. He says Derek Moore was not better than Ben in 2007, but he had the best performance and won OW. You said today that OW could never go to Mason for finishing second. Could Tariq have won OW in 2018? Well, no. You're not most outstanding if you lose a match at the
Tariq,
thing.
I know it wasn't overtime, but he got pinned.
Is he saying if Tariq won? Is that what he's saying?
No.
He
He's
just
saying
wants to know if
he
he
did.
would win.
Yeah.
Could Tariq have won OW?
No. Derek Moore won the tournament and had a tech fall in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
That was
so
such crap. I'm still mad at Ryan Lang for that.
What the heck happened? You won
Ryan
OW.
Lang, stop rolling over to your back. It's 2021 and you're still just rolling, flopping your
Well,
back. Derek Moore.
It was totally
Time's a little
2021 when
different
that
then.
happened.
That was my favorite 2021 NCAA final when Derek
Yeah.
Moore tech followed Ryan Lang and Ben didn't get an OW.
Ryan Lang just kept rolling to his back. It was like, bro, come on. What are you doing?
That was crazy. He was just in that position with the legs. He just did not know what to do.
Oh, it was wild.
That was funny because
so
they were
annoyed.
both undefeated.
Yes.
Derek Moore's a beast. Okay, has there been a leg riding performance like that since
Mitch
Derek
Clark,
Moore?
and that's longer ago.
Yeah, that was a long. It should still be on YouTube. Find the Derek Moore Ryan Lang final. Ryan Lang was an undefeated
hard.
1 seed, and he got tech fault. It was totally insane. Okay, I really like this quote. Dang it, it's 9:46. Ben, do you have to go on do you have to go on CNN or something?
I have a meeting this morning, but we go like five
We can
more
get
minutes,
to that
maybe?
question on Monday because it could
Yes.
still apply.
Don't let me forget it.
I wanted to hit one really quick.
Okay.
Not in the doc. AZ Wrestling fan asked, you guys were saying that Kirkfleet shouldn't be seated ahead of Orndorff, but at the same time you have him ranked ahead of Orndorff. You are constantly reminding Ben that the rankings are based strictly off results. If this is true, why shouldn't he be seated ahead of Orndorff? Well, to start the season, Orndorff was ranked like 7th in the country.
Right.
And he is primarily ranked, Kirkfleet was ranked like 14th based off a win off of Luis Fernandez, who was 16th before Ivy League came out. Well, now Orndorff has slipped behind Kirkfleet mainly because of losses he has taken to guys like Luffman. So it's not anything that Kirkfleet has done. It's been Orndorff's poor performance against guys that were ranked behind him to start the season is why that has happened.
Right. And seedings and rankings.
And when you're looking at the national rankings, it's more of your overall resume. But when you're doing conference, it should be what you've done against those guys should be the first criteria. And Kirkfleet is 2-0 against guys that are winless.
For now.
But yeah, and you Christian wants him seated 13th,
Yes.
correct?
I do. I stand by that.
Yeah, I kind of think he should be too, to be honest.
But he won't be, I don't think. We'll find out. Hey, remember tomorrow, we got to go. But remember, watch for Bracky and I's third straight Big Ten bracket breakdown, a tradition unlike any other. We will be back next Tuesday, but you can hang out with us all weekend long. What a weekend of wrestling we have. Big Tens, Big 12 watch party. Mateo Pelicone, Jordan Burroughs, Nick Soriano, Joey McKenna,
Just don't
Raj
sleep.
Ring.
Don't sleep ever.
Don't
Just
sleep.
Watch wrestling.
You should have slept last weekend. You can sleep the weekend after that. This weekend's off. I'm sorry. It's out. Get ready for a fun one. Thanks so much.
We sleep in May.
We sleep in May. That's when we will sleep. See you guys later. It's a great time to be a wrestling fan. Thank you so much. Goodbye.